Nick Saban will be the first to tell you, not in mixed company, but I know he said this before. I know he said this the day he was hired and brought into Tuscaloosa. Nick Saban said, and I've been told this by multiple people, I'm not the best football coach there is. I'm just the best recruiter there is. Anyone care to disagree with him at the moment? Anyone care to disagree with him in historical context? Who's better than him historically? That silence you hear means that no one, there isn't anyone on his, he has no peer in recruiting. None. There's some good recruiters out there. But there's no peer to Nick Saban. And I'm going to put this into context for you because facts and numbers by themselves in a vacuum don't do anything. I try to preach this to you guys. When someone tells you something, make them put it into context for you. And I'm about to put it into context. One, I've already done it. The 6 is put into context real quick when you realize the rest of college football has 13 5-stars. Alabama has 6 by itself. Beyond that, think of it in terms of this. Alabama's roster is loaded, is it not? Thomas, I'm asking you. Alabama's roster is loaded, is it not?
Loaded like a baked potato.
Loaded, okay. Which theoretically would make it harder to recruit top guys in a way. Because there are the athletes, the current student athletes that you're recruiting see the depth chart. They know how hard it's going to be to pass all those guys currently ahead of them, more experienced than them, having been in the program longer than them. Other schools use that to negative recruit Alabama. You don't want to go there. They're loaded at your position. You won't play. But Nick Saban keeps baiting his hook, casting it out, and 1 every 4 times he casts, he ends up with a 5-star. Despite the fact that roster is loaded. Despite the fact that teams negative recruit Alabama, saying they're too good. You don't want to go there. You won't play. And to that end, Nick Saban's 2016 Alabama team answered some of those questions, did it not? When someone says to a student athlete, you don't want to go to Alabama, you don't play there, you won't play there, they've got their roster's too good. They got guys better than you ahead of you. They're more experienced than you. They've been in the program longer than you. They've already acclimated to college. Well, now Nick Saban and Tosh Lapoy and Mario Cristobal and all those great recruiters at Alabama, you know what they can say? To those critics who cast aspersions that Alabama won't play freshmen. You can't play at Alabama. They've got guys that are too good ahead of you. You can point to Jalen Hurts. You can point to Jonah Williams. You can point to Mac Wilson. You can point to Josh Jacobs. You can point to Trayvon Diggs. So, yeah, you can play at Alabama if you're good enough, despite that loaded roster, despite guys being more advanced in the system than you. And if you want to flip it back a year, Calvin Ridley played a lot his freshman year, did he not? Deron Payne played a lot his freshman year, did he not? Minka Fitzpatrick played a lot his freshman year, did he not? You get my point? Negative recruiting goes on more than you would ever believe. And with Alabama, the negative recruiting it almost ends up being a positive for Alabama, the way they negative recruit Alabama. It's not don't go to that team, you'll never win a championship. When teams negative recruit Alabama, they say, don't go there, they're too good. Well, in a way, your point gets made when you do that, especially the kids who want to see the field right away. But in a way, you're saying we can't match them, we can't beat them, they're too good. You're almost hurting your recruiting pitch. Nick Saban's the master at recruiting. his age hasn't slowed him down. He's 65 years old this year. He remains the master. If you're just joining the show, of course, I'm referencing Alabama landing another 5-star commit this rainy, dreary day in Tuscaloosa. A 5-star junior college defensive lineman, Isaiah Buggs.
You are so sexy.
Committed to Alabama over his home state, LSU Tigers. And if you're an LSU, now we made them our dog of the day yesterday. If you're an LSU fan today, first you watch the would-be offensive coordinator fly down to Boca Raton, Florida, and have his news conference. And then you see a 5-star guy from your state. Now, he's playing junior college ball in Mississippi, but he's from Louisiana. Now you watch him pick Alabama. Tough day. Oh, didn't they lose an offensive lineman, too? An offensive lineman transferred, announced his intention to transfer today. Hey, the good thing is at least there's you can make the short trip from Baton Rouge to New Orleans and enjoy the enjoy the atmosphere where you can walk around with an open beverage. You don't have to hide it. So you can imbibe. You can imbibe and drown your sorrows away, LSU fans, because it has been a rough 72 hours for you.